Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be trying the brand new Revolution Silk Skin Foundation. I'm so excited, so let's get started. I have actually tried every single foundation that Revolution have ever released, so I'm really excited to give this a go and be able to compare it to the other ones. My favourite by miles has to be the IRL. It is incredible. However, I did try the Bright Light one recently and I didn't expect to like it, but it was actually really nice. So I'm really excited to try this silk one and see what it's like. So quick disclaimer, this did come in PR, however I've got no obligation to say anything about it, post about it, anything like that. I was going to buy it out of my own money and then they sent it over. So I'm very, very grateful for that, so thank you so much to Revolution. However, my opinions are completely my own. If it's rubbish, I will say so. So this is the bag that it came in, which is so cute. The amount of effort that was put into the packaging for this launch, I am obsessed. And then it came in this box, which is so cute. It's kind of like a silk finish and it's really cool. And it actually says, "For you, Natalie," so it's got my name on it, which is so cool. And then we open it up and this is what it looks like. I've got 3 different shades in here to try out and I'm just obsessed with this. It looks so good. I've got you zoomed in so we can now see what's going on and we're ready to go. I'm just going to put these clips in my hair. I feel like these clips have now become just a part of my personality. So it says that it's soft as silk, light as air. So here for this. For me, I personally prefer more of a full coverage foundation, but I'm so into like skincare at the moment, so I'm hoping this could be a bit of both, but I'm not sure what the coverage is going to be. So for the shade range, I've got the shades that I buy in the IRL one. I normally buy F7 for a light toned me. For a tanned me, I go for an F10, and then I've got an F8, which is in between the two. So this is what the F7 looks like. I feel like this might be quite a good shade, to be fair. We're looking at F8. And then F10 is this one here, and that's a lot darker. I do think this looks darker than the IRL F10, but I could be wrong. You know, we're going to go in the middle and we're going to try the F8 shade today. This is the Luminous Serum Foundation F8. It says it's got hyaluronic, peptide and complex. That's what it says in the packaging. Let's open this up. I love the feel of the bottle. It does feel like silky and it gives those vibes. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm obsessed. I think it's just going to be like a pouring bottle. Oh no, it pulls off. Oh, I love that. That's better. So let's just have a quick swatch. Ooh, that does feel very serumy and very kind of liquidy. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's running down my hand quite well, so that is quite liquidy. I think the shade might be a little bit warm, but we're gonna try it anyway. I'm really excited to try it. So, oh wow, that is so liquidy. Put some on my face there. There. I've already like primed, I've done some moisturiser, a bit of skin before this. Some on my nose. I think the shade match is quite good. It feels very hydrating as a foundation. Doesn't really smell of anything. The only thing I'm worried about is the coverage not being there for me, because that's something that I look for in a foundation. However, not everybody looks for that coverage, and I don't think that's what this foundation is all about, but we're still going to give it a go. So now I've applied it all, I'm going to start to blend it out. Oh wow. The screen feels so dark right now, but this is how it's looking. I'm starting to blend it out, and honestly, the coverage, like how far this product is going, I'm really impressed. I thought it was going to be like the opposite of a little goes a long way, basically. I thought it was going to be really sheer. This is nice. It's definitely a glowy foundation. It's definitely glowy, but it's like a healthy kind of glow. Okay, let's keep blending. The coverage isn't the best in the world. Like, I can still see some of my blemish. You can see my freckle there. Now, the coverage isn't the best in the world, but I do quite like the finish and it's blending out really nicely on my skin. Let's see what we think. It's now all blended in. Do you know what? I do really like it. I think it's a really nice foundation. I think on camera as well it looks really nice. Some of these foundations don't look as good on camera. I think in person it looks quite shiny, if I'm honest. It does look quite shiny, but I think with a bit of powder we could powder it down a bit. It's got a nice healthy kind of glow to it. We're just going to look in the sunlight. So this is my camera in the daylight with no artificial lighting on. I actually think it looks even nicer in daylight, if I'm honest. I think the artificial lighting just made it look really oily compared. It made it look a lot more in your face, but I think in natural lighting it looks a lot more natural. I actually really like the coverage. I think it looks really nice. The coverage isn't anywhere near as good as my IRL one, but I think it's really nice. I want to test to see how buildable it is, so I'm just getting a little bit more product onto the back of my hand. And I'm tapping my brush into this. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit more around this area to see if you build it up, if it gets better coverage. Because this area here just does need that extra bit of coverage on my blemishes, things like that. Wow, yeah, okay. So that definitely works. It's definitely a buildable one, which for me is quite important. I think a buildable foundation is so versatile. So if someone wants more of a light kind of skin tint vibe, they can use a little bit and blend it out. If someone wants more of a full coverage, they can just build the foundation up. But this isn't looking cakey from building it, and a lot of foundations can look quite cakey if you then build a couple of layers on. Looks quite glowy, like I said, but we can use a bit of powder to kind of tame that a little bit, because it's just round here. For me, it looks a little bit too glowy. It's definitely too glowy around here, but my skin has been so oily at the moment, so that could be affecting it easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer on. I'm going to put some bronze, some blush on, and then see what it looks like. So I want to see how it works with one of my concealers. This one is the L'Oreal one. A little bit there, some down my nose, and then some up here might help to control that shine a bit. Then I'm just going to blend that in. Oh, do you know what? That's blended into that really nicely. It's blended in really easily. I don't know why, but sometimes I have some combinations of foundations and concealers that do not go together. Guessing it's a formula that they don't mix. But this is going really, really nicely. This is how the concealer looks on the foundation, and I like it. I think it's really made a difference. We're going to try a powder and see how well the powder works over top of it. Try and decide which one to use today, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go with my Kylie one. I've been using this a lot lately and I really like it. So this is the Kylie Translucent Powder. I love the packaging for this. I just think it's so like neat and it doesn't get messy, because I'm the messiest person alive. And now we're going to go in with that. Okay, this powder with that foundation is beautiful. It sets it down really nicely, so you've still got a really nice natural glow, but it's not as intense. It doesn't feel as kind of in your face with it, but it sets everything down so nicely. They work together really, really well. Put them around here. Okay, I love that. That foundation looks really nice on my skin, and with the powder I think it's just settled beautifully in there. I absolutely love it. I'm going to do a couple of other bits of my face and then come back and show you the final look. This is now how the foundation's looking. I've just applied some bronzer, blush, and then done a little bit on my eyes and lips. This is now how it's looking. The more I look at this and the more I apply things onto this and the more that I kind of work with this foundation, and the more I'm loving it. All honesty, when I first got this out I thought I'm not going to like this. This isn't going to be for me at all. But I really, really do like it. The finish is so flawless. My skin feels really hydrated with it. It doesn't feel like heavy, like really caked on. But I love how buildable it is, that it helps to really get some coverage over here. I think it looks really good on my skin. I do want to try this out for a couple of weeks and see how I feel about it. But so far, the more I use it, the more I look at it, the more I'm just falling in love with foundation. I just love the way that it looks on my skin. I think it's just given such a perfect finish. Everything I've blended into it or on top of it just looks so flawless. Like it's blending in beautifully. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So that is my full review for the brand new Silk Skin Foundation from Revolution. I'm really surprised by this, but pleasantly surprised. I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments down below and what else you'd like me to try coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!